Okay, today I have a new idea for you all. It's one we've talked about, well, people in the news have talked about for a long time, and now things have to change. And the idea is simple. Instead of shutting down nuclear power plants, we should be building more of them. Yeah, I said that. Nuclear, the N word. Well, no. The people who object to nuclear power plants fall into one of two categories. Either they're a bunch of liberals who are operating on emotions and don't know what they're talking about, or number two, what was it? There are just people who hear the news stories and don't understand the technical parts of it, and again, don't know what they're talking about. Oh, we can't have nuclear. Nuclear is bad. Nuclear, bad, bad. Why? Oh, no, because it said a news story is bad. And what if a nuclear power plant explodes? Yeah, that happens once in a while. But for the most part, they're okay. A lot of the ones you see that have problems are the really old technology ones. The newer ones, the better designed ones, don't have these kind of problems. I would like to see thorium reactors used more, but that's never going to be popular because once you have the thorium, you can't turn it into a nuclear weapon afterwards. And so, of course, nobody wants that. The governments and stuff don't want that. No. People will say, oh, Tim, what about coal? Coal works, but it pollutes a lot. What about natural gas? Less polluting, it works better. It's not perfect, but better than coal. What about wind? Wind is good. Oh well, what about the birds who hit the blades? Oh well, eventually the birds will learn to avoid the big spinny thing, and then there won't be a problem. Well, what about solar? Solar doesn't, the sun doesn't shine 24 hours a day, Tim. What about that? Well, no, the sun doesn't shine 24 hours a day, but when it does, you're getting power. Oh, what about all the pollution to make the windmills, to make the solar panels, to make the batteries? Well, nothing is perfect. You're going to have some pollution up front, but over the long term, the less polluting energy more than makes up for what it cost in pollution to make the parts in the first place. Which ones did I leave out? What do you call it? Hydro, well, water power, like waterfalls and stuff. Hydroelectric power, that's it. Hydroelectric power. Yeah, that's fine where you have the river and the infrastructure to get the river water to spin your generator. That's right there. And it's not polluting at all, except for what it costs to make the physical structure. Now, every time I've read a story about a nuclear power plant somewhere, they say, oh, well, we have to do a multi-year environmental study first. So in case some bug might have to move 50 feet over there, we can't disturb the bug, just bypass the whole environmental study, find good spots, build your power plants, get it over with. Who's here? Lux Report. Hi, how you doing? Disagree. Electric cars are, I wouldn't say they're a scam. They're an alternative. Lux Report in the comments is saying electric cars are a scam. Well, depends how you look at it. Just a couple days ago, my Tesla Model 3, I've had it for 5 years. And the same day I turned over 112,000 miles. And every time I drive by a gas station and I see the signs of the Biden gas prices, I think, not me. I pay a whole lot less for power at home. So yeah, Tim, well, you can afford your $50,000 Tesla. Yeah, okay, well, over the long term, I'm saving a lot of money on fuel too, and not having to deal with that and paying, that stuff. All right, don't get me off track here. What's this? Electric cars are made to control the population. They can track you, control you, and even yeah. Well, everything today is, Big Brother is watching. Your cell phone is doing the same thing, tracking where you are. There's security cameras all over the place. That's a debunked part of what Lux Report had to say. Thanks for putting comments in there, though. Anyhow, back to my story for today. Power plants. We need more nuclear, and it is for the most part a lot cleaner. And we have the nuclear waste can be reprocessed It's not maybe as cost effective to do it yet, which is why it hasn't been done, but it can be done. And let me go over it again here. Windmills, solar, those are all things that can help. The wind doesn't always blow, the sun doesn't always shine, but they do work sometimes. And more power for the system is more power for the system. So if you're getting a little bit over here, and a little bit over here, and a little bit over here, and a little bit over here, that's better than having one kind of power be dependent on for everything. Like coal power plants were the big thing for a long time. And yeah, we have to turn down the coal usage. What's this here? Joe's World 153. Hi, what's up, Tim? Yeah. Well, look, support, you're right. The people allow it. They're lazy. They want their convenience. And so that's kind of the price you pay is, having your cell phone tracking you all the time, or going down the road and seeing the cameras watching you all the time, or your car's electronics, telling them where you are and that kind of thing. You can't have a perfect thing there. Oh yeah, Joe's World 153. What's your YouTube channel? Type it in the thing there so everyone can see. Anyhow, I'm getting off track here. I'm actually getting a lot of comments for once. I'm not used to that. Where was it? Yeah. Nuclear power plants. We need more of them. It's not a perfect solution. No one form of energy is, but you get a whole bunch of ones together. You have alternatives. You have options. If something really happens with the supply or whatever for one type of power, you have all the other ones still running. So I'll talk some more about his electric cars are a scam. Well, that's the big thing I hear about electric cars. Oh, well, what about all the pollution to make the batteries, huh? What about that? Well, what about it? There's going to be pollution involved in making the metal, the paint, the plastics, the batteries, the electronics. There's always going to be something. Like no perfectly clean car is going to just appear out of anything. So over time, I just read a report here the other day, and it said that within 2 years of use, the pollution made from an electric car is negated by all the gasoline it hasn't been burning. Is that true? Well, I don't know. I read it on the internet. It must be true, right? So, whatever. Anyhow, this is not going to be a long video. Where's my time at? I can't even see my time on here. I must have changed it. That's my main point I want to make today. We have the wind, we have the solar, we have the water power, we have coal, natural gas, geothermal, those kind of things. That's all well and good, but more nuclear as well. More nuclear is needed. Yes, they got to build it right. Yes, they have to build it safe. Yes, they have to use the modern technology in these things. I've heard of the molten salt reactors. I've heard of the thorium reactors, all that kind of stuff. You do it right, it's great. But if you mess up somewhere along the line, you get a big nuclear explosion and everyone loses their minds. Oh, look, this one blew up, so we can't have these other 1,000 for the world. I was going to have that one drunk driver who messes up, and then everyone has to wear their seatbelt afterwards or drive 60 miles an hour or something like that. What is right here? Joe's World 153. Well, I will take a look at your YouTube channel, Joe. And you probably saw my recent video, The Futility of Grass Cutting. And yeah, in it, I did mention, yes, I would like to get an electric lawnmower, but I already have this old gas one. Cost me $40. It works good. A new electric mower would be 400 plus. And so, yeah, if I needed one somewhere, then I would get one or use one. But it would take a long time for the cost of that mower to save me money over the 2 or 3 gallons of gas I use a year. I've wondered about those electric lawnmowers. My neighbor has one, and he says it works pretty good, but I'm not convinced enough to spend hundreds of dollars on one. Anyhow, I'm distracted by comments today, and that's actually a good thing. Thanks for having some comments in here. I'll also remember to say the like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, please. That's about all for my episode today. My big point again, nuclear power plants. Make more of them. Cleaner energy, and it helps out the whole thing. Less coal. Try to turn down the natural gas if we can. And yeah, there's going to be pollution from manufacturing the whole solar cells and batteries and windmills and all that, but you can't have everything. There's got to be some pollution somewhere. Just trying to make it less. Okay. One more comment here. I need to save the Archie Luxury channel. Yeah, I stop over there every now and again. I look and see what he's doing. I'll have to go over there and talk to him sometime. All right, that's all for today.